Hello, everyone. Welcome to VFitter University. This is Elijah, and I'm here today with Saul Tarazona. He is the founder of Ejet Aerospaces, and thank you so much for being here.
Hey, thank you so much. I am Saul Tarazona, co-founder and CEO of Ejet Aerospace. Thank you so much for the opportunity. It was a
Thank you so
pleasure.
much. Thank you so much for being here. And ever since we planned this meeting, I was just dreaming about this and flying cars. You're making the dream come true. This is very interesting, and I want to know more. So, why don't we just start with the actual breakdown of the project?
So just to clarify, we're not
Mm.
doing flying cars. We're doing aircrafts
Oh,
that
wow.
are vertical takeoff, 100%
Mm.
electric, and very high performance.
Wow. But if you really think about it, there are now like the mixture fusion of cars and aerospaces because it can handle cars, but how easy and convenient do you think this can be when it comes to air challenges and in transportation? Would it be as
So
comfortable
it's
as cars,
convenient.
basically
Oh,
the
no,
same?
no, no, way more comfortable because
Mm.
well, number one, you're not going to be stuck in the road. You're not going to need any road infrastructure, which is very, very expensive.
Mm.
You don't need a road infrastructure at all.
Wow.
You will need some landing pads. Let's call it heliports or vertical ports as well they call it, which is a safe place where the aircraft is comfortable and secure, where the people can jump in and jump out quickly.
Mm.
That's what their requirements are. But it's gonna be life changing.
Oh,
You're not
wow.
gonna need your car anymore. Maybe just to go from your home to a place where you can be picked up by an aircraft. And once you
Mm.
get picked up by an aircraft, we're gonna drop you very close to your final destination, if not in your final destination.
Wow. This is very interesting because the whole delivery systems of, for example, let's say for food delivery, for dropping products, these helicopters could be also used. How's the maximum amount they can handle in terms of weight?
We can carry 500 kilograms.
Oh,
Out
wow.
of that, you need to reduce the weight of the pilot. Let's say he weighs 100 kilograms, so you're gonna have 400 kilograms.
Oh, wow. That's actually a lot, I think. But this is interesting. So, what is the future of this whole thing going right now? How do you see in like 10 years what's going to happen?
In 10 years, we should have more than 200 aircraft flying around. We should have many pilots already trained. We will be in not only with the aircraft that we already got, but the new ones that are going to come, which is the 2-ton cargo aircraft, which is going
Mm.
to be around for 20 people or 2 tons, whatever it is, or half and a half, whatever. You reconfigure the cabin as your requirements.
Mm.
And the range is going to be even greater because the batteries technologies are improving every day.
Wow.
Just today, I was talking with another battery manufacturer, and they achieved 320 kilowatts per hour, which is pretty good. Battery density is always is getting better and better. So with the better technology we get on batteries, the better performance we're gonna have. We already have a gigantic and really unique performance of 562 kilometers.
Oh, wow.
So so that's not many people, or 349 miles. So
Wow, these are
not many
achievements.
eVTOLs can claim this. So
Mm.
this is way above and beyond urban air mobility.
Oh, wow. This is very interesting now. So, in terms of your audience and people who need to be your pilots, basically, how is that to achieve the pilot level?
All right. So let's say
Mm.
you are an 18-year-old kid, or you're getting out of high school.
Mm.
I need you to speak English. That's a basic, and have no body limitations because you need to push pedals. We're gonna be able to train you in the EJET training center
Mm.
from scratch to be a private pilot.
Oh, wow.
Give me a second.
No worries.
I'll go there.
Don't worry. I can
I
cut these
forgot my
off.
point, but what I was talking about?
You were like pilot level from scratch. You
Oh,
train them.
pilot. How can
Mm.
I be? So
Mm.
what we're gonna be able to do is take any person that just recently graduated from high school,
Mm.
and they're gonna have to do around 70 flight hours in a real aircraft, not
Sure.
simulator. And with that, they're gonna get the private pilot license. For what? That could be so. There's three different type of aircraft. One is a helicopter, one is a fixed wing aircraft, airplane that everybody knows, and the other one is gyrocopter. So what we are in the third one. We're in the third one, which is the gyrocopter. So they need to be certified as a private pilot for
Wow.
gyrocopters. So these
Interesting.
gyrocopters, why a gyrocopter and not a traditional aircraft? Because gyrocopters are safer, they are very much reliable, they are certifiable, which is another thing that the other eVTOL manufacturers may or may not have, or at least they're struggling big time with that. So we are certifiable because this is a gyrocopter. Gyrocopter were invented in 1914 by Mr. de la Cierva in Spain. So there's more than 100 years of consistent procedure to certify an aircraft. So you need to be able to get the flying lessons with a
Wow.
certified instructor, with a certified aircraft. And with that, we're gonna get through the dual engine, then instruments rating, and then commercial pilot license.
Mm.
That's the career. Today, that career will cost you around $14,000 if you do it here in the US, from A to Z, all the way to the commercial license. But for us, since the cost of the flying hours is so low, we probably can do it with a third of that budget.
Oh wow. One third. And
Yeah.
that's you said in 10 years, right? Or
That's where we're gonna no. You can do this commercial pilot license in 9 months.
oh
From zero to commercial
wow.
pilot license is 9 months. But what I mean in 10 years,
Mm-mm.
we're gonna have more people certified with
Yeah,
this
yeah, I
rating.
got that point.
We're gonna have more aircrafts. We're gonna have different models, different technologies.
Mm.
We're gonna start applying for some U.S. government funding for research and development and advanced innovation and technology funding in
Mm.
January 2024.
Mm.
Most probably, we're gonna end up with a few new research and development things that we cannot talk now, but
Mm.
definitely all those technologies will be up and running.
Mm. I had one question about like how do you think like gonna be only one license of gyrocopters all around the earth? Is that true or like not? How is it gonna be affected by the borders and like countries' conditions? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but what do you mean with licenses?
Like for example, right now we have multiple driving licenses, right, on Earth. Like
Ah,
it's the same thing, car, even sometimes the same brand, but like driving seat is sometimes the opposite side, and like it's different. How different can this one be on Earth, or can it be just one?
difficult because the fact of the matter is that FAA controls U.S. airspace. Civil Aviation Authority controls Canadian airspace, and Mexican Civil Aviation Authority controls their space. So there's never going to be one license. But
Interesting.
the good thing about being in the US is that once you get the FAA license as a private pilot license, you're going to be able to go, for example, to Canada and maybe do few hours just on the rating of the specific aircraft that you want to have,
Mm.
and you should be good. So between Canada, US, and Mexico, they share the same laws,
Oh wow.
but you still have to go and get
Mm.
certified on that country. It's not that you can just go with one license and fly in the other without.
Without
You
visa.
gotta go through the process.
It's so interesting. But like I always thought that like it could be just one law because we have one Earth, right? So it's like,
Mm.
well, not just making it simple. Right.
Idealistic versus reality.
That's facts. But you know how in AI space we are trying to have one AGI, artificial general intelligence, so it knows everything human knows and document it. And that's like that could be experience. That could be the practical experience of like works and what doesn't work. Like for example, when we are in lab, we mix specific chemicals. We know the, laws about their chemical behavior, and that's how they happen.
Mm-hmm.
But right now we could do that
Mm-hmm.
with words thanks to AI, right? So we could do a bunch of simulations, and all those simulations would represent an actual of human history experience practically gathered in one document. You know what I mean? So and
Yeah.
that document could be changed and changed and changed and perfected, right, based on the variables that you add. So how do you think, because our company offers those simulators, right, we're using chatbots and but the main thing we do is to create wisdom using AI simulations to basically use the knowledge that we exist, like world, like data, companies' data, and we turn that into decision, like that we can solve problem with very quick. And that right now is so possible using Microsoftware, using AI, simulators, and basically just doing rapid simulation and experimentation using words and NLP. That like real life, it's sometimes very hard, right? So it's like we can't build a building to know that it's wrong. We have to like sit and know like the costs beforehand on like requirements that we want. But you see our AI simulators basically help Ejet Aerospace.
So what you're talking about, correct me if I'm wrong, is database decision making, isn't it?
Yes, perfectly. Yeah.
So the data that we're gonna be able to provide as a test is all the different flights that we do on a daily basis, all the point A and the point B, with the
Wow.
person Y and the person Z. That of course they have some age, they have some interest, they want to ride these routes. Maybe they go with a cargo, maybe they go with plus one. There's different configurations, different things. We love to have some predictability
Yes.
on how many of those customers we're gonna have on certain place. So you're gonna train the AI with certain parameters, certain equations, certain things that is gonna get the neural network up and running. And what we should be able to, what I would love to do is, okay, works in Miami. Now let's see how is the Montreal market gonna react to our product and service.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Exactly.
learn from that, and then we transfer that. So we got the different layers. So data, information, knowledge, and wisdom.
True.
So once we get to the wisdom level, we're gonna be able to transfer that wisdom from one place to another, from one city to another, from one country to another. So that will be something honestly will very useful for us and many other.
Absolutely. I'm very down to explore all sorts of systems with you. And I'm like available to put my time on it because this is like interesting era and in basically working on this over the past few years. So I have like intelligence of like APIs we have to use and like software we have to in this pipeline. But it was very nice speaking to you, man. Like it was a awesome day. And if you have any thoughts or you want to share some document with us, you can. The place is yours now. The stage is yours.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for the time to tell a little bit more about what we do. Just as to close the comments is what we develop is something very special, but the most important thing that makes us special is our cold jet propulsion that is already patented. We are ready to build the full-size propulsion system and the full-size aircraft, get it through the certification process with the Civil Aviation of Canada and the FAA, even including some defense applications that they do not require some certain those certifications. So we're happy to open the floor for people to follow us in social media. Our website is www.ejet.tech, like TECH, like the first four letters of technology. And we are on every single social media. Any questions? We have a 3-minute video in YouTube that is getting picked up very well.
Perfect.
So happy to open up the room for strategic partners and investors, definitely.
Awesome. Thank you so much, man. Awesome day and hope to speak to you soon. Take care.
Very good. Thank you so much.
Bye bye.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Of course. Take care.